Why do you disturb my rest? Must I bury myself still further, just so you annoying little mites will finally leave me alone?
A talking dragon. Thanks be to the Eye of Innes.
You humans are curious creatures. Swept away by the icy wind of death, there will always be at least one who rises from the ashes, thinking he is destined to be a hero. But that will soon be over. I shall personally see to it that none of you will rise again anytime soon.
Silence! With the power of the sacred eye which has been bestowed upon me, I order you to answer my questions.
Ask away then. Your knowledge will not help you.
Who are you?
I am Finkreg, Lord of Ice and Snow, Guardian of the Congress, and ultimately, your death.
Which god do you serve? What accursed god could ever allow despicable creatures such as you to walk this earth?
Do not trouble yourself trying to understand the meaning of our gathering, little hero. Beliar has not only permitted us to be here, he has even commanded it. Inspired by his holy words, we shall not rest until his will is made.
Servant of evil, what made you appear here? Have you only come to spread terror and panic?
The higher meaning of our Congress in this world, little human, will remain hidden to you.
What in the name of Innes must I do to ban you once again from the realms of humankind?
Before you can act, you must first understand the meaning of our Congress. However, no one will disclose that to you of his own free will. The Eye alone could loosen our tongues and reveal to you our true goals. In any case, it will be of no use to you when you are dead. The Eye has granted you access. However, single combat alone.
How can I get the other dragons to
Only my heart could help you to renew the power of the Eye. But you will not succeed in snatching away my heart. The power of the Eye is extinguished, and your time has run out.
would ever change?
Don't I know you? You are Korangar.
Call me Angar. I have set aside my title. The Brotherhood of the Sleeper has disbanded. Curious, but you seem somehow familiar to me.
What's the matter with you?
Oh, I haven't been able to sleep properly for some time. These constant nightmares. You listen to the wrong people.
How did you get here?
After the collapse of the magic barrier, I hid myself in the mountains. It became time for me to do something. I strayed about for days until I suddenly awoke in the castle. Do not ask me what happened. To make matters worse, I have also lost the amulet which I have had for years. I shall go mad if I do not find it again.
Really believe that? I hardly know what to believe anymore.
I'd have done it.
Where exactly did you lose your amulet?
Somewhere in the south, shortly before I awoke here in the castle. I suspect it was stolen.
His deeds were just.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
What will you do next?
I shall rest a while first, so that I may take up the search for my lost amulet. It is also being said that many warriors have come to the Valley of Mines to hunt them. I am thinking of...
I already thought as much.
What happened to the others from the swamp camp?
The last thing I remember is that the barrier collapsed, accompanied by a nerve-shattering scream. Stricken with panicked fear, we fell to the ground, writhing in pain. That voice, it grew, and then, when it was over, they all ran mad and disappeared into the bleak night, screaming loudly. I have not seen them again.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
I found your amulet.
Thank you. I thought I would never see it again.
He didn't get that from me.
What are you planning to do now?
Get out of this accursed valley. Perhaps we shall meet again. He would have never thought of that himself.
I already thought.
Where do you come from?
From the mainland. My people and I fled here. The situation there is getting worse. The orcs leave nothing but burnt-out villages behind. The king has lost control of his realm. You paladins have failed, if you ask me.
That's not what I heard.
What else do you know about the war?
You haven't been to see your king in a long time, huh? The orcs are outside the capital. But whether it's fallen yet, I don't know. The last thing I heard was that the king is dead. But I don't believe that.
I already thought as much.
Where are your people now?
I left them. They thought they could take everything they wanted, even if it doesn't belong to them.
He didn't get that from me.
Count me out.
What are you doing here in the castle?
I heard about the dragons and wanted to help fight them. Unfortunately, I lost my sword when I was sneaking past the orcs. And now I'm stuck here.
He didn't get that from me.
Without a sword, I can't get out of here. And the swords I can buy here are the worst junk.
For that is the will of Innos.
I shall find your sword.
That would be great. You should look for it on the high cliff to the south. I probably lost it there, near the orc tents.
Justice will prevail in the end.
It was a real... I thought there was something to be had here. But there's nothing here but a few arrogant paladins and orcs.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
You forgot about the drag.
How could I forget? I'll tell you what, I'm a blacksmith, not a warrior. Look, I make weapons. The fighting I leave to others.
Then why aren't you standing behind an anvil?
The paladins here won't let me into the smithy. I can't make anything unless I want to wind up in the dungeon. You're one of them too. So how about putting in a good word for me, huh?
Someone's got to pay for that.
I'll try to help you.
How will you manage that? Parsifal has ordered a watch kept on us. No one would dare to disregard it.
I'll do whatever I can.
I can't imagine that he would listen to you.
I agree with you completely.
For that is the will of Innos.
I'm back.
I can see that for myself. Where are the reinforcements?
Lord Hagen will come as soon as he's settled everything. Much has happened.
I don't care. I need troops. There are more and more orcs, and we can't hold out much longer. My men are tired, and we're running out of provisions.
Some volunteers have arrived.
You mean the dragon hunters outside in the yard? They may help us, but there just aren't enough of them. If Hagen doesn't send some men soon, I can't make any guarantee.
Who told you that?
I've got news about the dragons.
Report.
I went to the western ice region and did away with the dragon there.
That's good news. Here, I'll give you some money toward your equipment.
Can you give me more information about the dragons?
I have other things to worry about. My strategic officer Aura can tell you more about that.
Same old thing all over again.
There is a problem.
What, Smith? He's disappeared into the woodwork. Is he back? Then you can tell him.
No, I'm talking about Jan, one of the dragon hunters. He's a smith.
That's good. Our previous smith just slinked off, the coward.
Jan would be willing to take over the smithy.
I see. So you think I can trust him?
Yes?
If you're so sure, then you can vouch for him. If he causes any trouble, you'll answer for it. Agreed?
Only Innos decides what's right or wrong.
I'll vouch for Jan.
All right. He can use the smithy. Of course, he'll also have to provide my men with swords.
Do you really think?
You don't have to tell me that.
How's this?
The camp is surrounded by orcs. They've really dug themselves in, but even more alarming are the attacks by the dragons. They have destroyed the entire outer ring by now. Another dragon attack, and we'll take heavy losses.
Did anything important happen?
I'm worried. Very worried.
What for?
Recently, these men showed up. They call themselves dragon hunters. As far as I'm concerned, they're nothing but idlers and If it were up to me, I'd chase them all out of the castle. Let the orcs take care of them.
Unlike Lord Hagen, they are here.
Yes. Unfortunately, Innos is putting us through a very hard test indeed.
I'm back already.
I never thought we would see you here again, after that scene when you were here a few days ago. I welcome you into our order. Maybe your appearance is a good omen.
I need more information about the dragons. I've already killed one of them. Can you tell me where to look for the others?
A rather large swamp has developed in the last couple of days to the west of the old castle. That's rather suspicious, wouldn't you say?
I need more information about the dragon. I've already killed one of them.
At the moment, alas, I've got nothing for you.
Can I help?
At the moment, we seem to have done everything which is possible from here. There is something, however, something very important which you could do for us outside of these walls. We are planning to cut off the serpent's head.
What do you mean by that?
We know one of their leaders. His name is Hoshpak. He is one of the most influential shaman among the orcs.
And what is my role?
Kill him.
That's a joke.
You are the only one that we can spare. All the other knights are needed here. Hoshpak's tent is situated outside of the siege circle, on a cliff to the south of here. You can almost see it from one of the windows there.
I still need some equipment.
We don't have much left that we could give you. Well, I can offer you this.
I'll take the elixir of dexterity.
May your arrows never fail to hit their target. Here you are.
All right, I shall kill Hoshpak.
I am glad to hear that. Hoshpak's tent stands on a small cliff. You must have seen it before. It is not far from the path to our mine, directly in the shadow of the big mountain.
you?
So it says in the scriptures.
It had to happen sooner or later.
That'll only cause more trouble.
It's no secret.
It can't go on like this forever.
Can't rely on that.
Cause more trouble. Someone's gotta pay for that.
For Innos.
Go get your hammer. There's work for you.
You did? How'd you manage that?
I had to vouch for you, so don't disappoint me.
Don't worry. I'm glad that I can work it all.
Innos enlightens all those who recognize his wisdom.
Show me your ware.
It's good that you've come. All hell is breaking loose here.
What happened?
The dragon hunters are strutting around here in the castle and bragging that they can solve the dragon problem. But I'll tell you what, the way they look, they won't even kill a sick old snapper.
Weren't there two of you sentinels up here?
Not anymore. Sengrath stood here on the battlements when suddenly he fell asleep. His good crossbow fell down when that happened. We could only just see one of the orcs snatch it up and disappear with it into the darkness. Sengrath woke up then and just ran into the night towards the orc palisades. He hasn't come back since. Innos, be with us.
Yet another presumptuous mite who dares to climb my rock. You little humans, I shall tear out your entrails and feed them to the rats.
Not so fast. I bear the Eye of Innos. You will obey me and answer my questions. Who are you?
I am called Padrakan, and I shall slowly skin you alive when I catch you.
Who is the strongest among you dragons?
We draw our power from the elements of this world. Their hierarchy is clear and simple. Land formed of soft earth bestows life on all creatures under the sun, yet it will open up and swallow you entirely if you get too close to it. The rock, which would rather break than ever surrender, towers with pride and buries the careless beneath itself, and yet it offers the best. The spark of life lives in the deep fires of this world, and yet the fire incinerates everything in a breath, leaving nothing but ashes. All our elements preserve and destroy, but only in water that has become hard and solid as rock will everything be transformed into an eternal pillar of salt, where life is barely possible.
Whose orders do you follow?
Our future and well-being is controlled by the Master with his word of power. Soon no one will be able to resist him. His long arm already stretches far from the realm of the dead. The spirits of the night gather in joyful anticipation of his arrival. He will overcome you humans and rule the world. In his shadow, we are no more than accessories to his creative power. The Master will come to raise your afflicted bodies from the ashes and use them to reshape the fate of the world. Enough words. Your temporary power is exhausted. The Eye has lost its strength. Prepare to die. cannot believe that there are truly still people who will forfeit their lives merely to see a dragon in the flesh.
I haven't just come to see you. I rather had something more radical in mind, I'm afraid.
You do not mean to say that you wish to challenge me? I shall break your scrawny neck.
Not so fast, my friend. I carry the Eye of Inus with me. You cannot resist my will. Answer my questions or the agony will be unbearable for you.
Ah! Then pose your ridiculous questions while you still can. Your power will not last long.
Who are you?
My name is Feomathar, and that is all you will learn about me. Once I can escape the spell of the Eye, you will go up in flames.
Every dragon has a hoard where he stores his collected treasures. So where's your hoard?
In a place that will be inaccessible to you. Once I am finally free of the chains of the Eye, I keep my treasure high up on the hot cliffs, which should be all but impossible to reach for a wingless human such as you.
How can I defeat your master?
He is almighty and nigh unto invincible. Should you be so foolish as to meet him, nevertheless, you will die a slow and painful death.
This isn't the first time I've heard that. Nearly invincible does not mean I cannot kill him. So, out with it. What must I do?
In order to oppose my master, you require things which he would never be able to obtain.
And what would that be?
You must acquire the finest armor known to your earthly community and wear it on your skin. You need a sword which has been blessed by your god. But the most difficult condition of all is that you must win 5 companions who would follow you into death. Then and only then can you dare to face the master. The Eye has lost its power, and you will not survive the next day.
All right. So much for you, filthy beast.
it to you if you come one step closer. Many of your sort have come. I have swept them all away.
Save your breath. Your big words don't scare me, you stinking spawn of hell. Tell me what I want to know, or I will make you drown in your own blood.
You dare to threaten me, little worm? Name just one reason why I should not tear you into 1,000 pieces.
I'm an envoy of Enos, and I carry the sacred eye on me. You have no choice. You must surrender to my will, or be destroyed.
Say what you want of me.
Who are you?
My name is Pandador, and you would be well advised if you crawled back under the rock from whence you came.
Where can I find the rest of you repulsive creatures?
The elements, from which everything is made, hold this world together. Each one stands for the ability to control a part of the world. Search for the elements, and you will find the others.
How can I find your master?
He has established his hoard in the solid rock of the halls of Idarath, and waits there for his destiny. Until he can restore this world to the order which it has deserved, he waits there in deep meditation, and...
Spare me the details. Just tell me where I can find these sacred halls of Idarath.
You disappoint me, little man. So you've withstood all of the dangers and overcome almost all of us, and now you've failed in your inability to use the higher knowledge. If Irdarath means nothing to you, then you'd better go to your magicians and ask them to be allowed to take care of their worldly needs. For quite obviously, you're not yet ready for the heavy burden of their higher knowledge. The power of the eye is exhausted. Your life ends here, human.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Show me your wares.
That was obvious all along. Who said that?
Who told you that?
I've got news about the dragons.
Report!
I killed the dragon in the swamp to the east of here.
Do you really think?
The dragon in the rock fortress to the south is dead. The fire dragon on the volcano to the south will wreak no more havoc.
That's good news. Here, I'll give you some money toward your equipment.
Can't rely on that.
All the dragons are dead.
All of them? So evil has been vanquished forever?
No, alas not. Their leader still remains.
Weren't the dragons the leaders of the orcs?
Enough problems.
Yes, true, but they also have their own master. We must get rid of him as well.
I damn well can't go. I have to guard the ore, and the cursed orcs are still around as well. You'll have to take care of it yourself.
You have to
I
feel
can't
sorry
help you.
for the poor guy.
May Innos protect you.
I couldn't care less.
Nothing's going to change about that.
Hoshpack is dead.
Great. This is bound to unsettle the orcs. Maybe we do stand a chance after all. I think this is going to win us a reprieve of at least a week.
I used to say that myself.
That's nothing new.
It's really not my problem.
That was quite obvious.
Where did you pick that up then?
Tell me anything new.
All the dragons are dead.
Well done. If we had more people like you, then it would probably never have gone.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Hey, you!
If he doesn't see that, I can't help it.
Show me your wares. Hey, you! I found your sword.
Thanks.
Pick that up then.
I owe you. In return, I'll show you a couple of tricks that'll allow you to use your strength and dexterity better in combat.
First I've heard of it.
Innos enlightens all those who recognize his wisdom.
I've heard a thing or two.
That's all just gossip.
That's the first I've heard of it. his deeds were just.
I'm no better off myself.
He didn't get that